everyone, it's Caroline, fresh from the garden, outside playing around in the dirt, and now I'm going to play around in some paint. I have taken out my gel plate, and I also have these envelopes. I have taken them apart, unglued them, because I'm going to make some more fun envelope pocket tags. And I thought if I took them apart and did the inside and outside, then it would be just something fun and different. And I also have paints here that you've seen on repeat. They are in my drawer beside me. And this particular technique has been inspired by Kari Gibson Art, and I'm going to see if I can do something really fun with these envelopes. I'm going to start off with the antique gold, and I haven't chosen a particular scheme. Oh, that might be a little too much, but we'll try anyway. I've got my, oh yeah, that's going to be a lot of paint, but a little bit too much of a squeeze there. Oh, wow. The technique that she was using is all about putting some little splashes of water on the gel plate. And probably I should have a container of water, which I don't have. So I'm going to try it like this first and see how it goes. Okay, I have a paper towel. So we're just going to lie that down and be very gentle. And it's funny how I've been noticing so many friends creating with their gel plates, making jelly prints, just having fun like that. And I've been wanting to do something a little extra like that too. So we're going to do one layer at a time, and I will do, oh, I got 2 pieces of paper here. Let's do this side. And I don't have the whole sheet. Of course, this is a small envelope. Okay, and then we'll peel this off. Now, I think what I did was I think the first layer was supposed to be just the color without the water, but we'll see how that looks. I'm going to add, what's the next one going to be? I think I'll add this one. Not so much this time. I think everybody's squeak. No two are the same. I just thought it was a fun way to add some color, a background. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to go on here. And I could be doing this all wrong, about experimenting and maybe coming up with something on your own. And These little flaps here will eventually be, they will be torn off with the envelopes that I'm going to make. The pockets. Oh, that is cool. Get a little bit of relief in the back, the white. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I'm going to do one more color. Let's do the bright orange. It's going to be really random. Now I'm wondering if I have to take this off. Okay, so I just tried to clean off my gel plate, and now I'm putting the neon pink. I changed my mind. I was going to do the orange. I'm doing the neon pink. I mean, we're taking a chance. Coming back in with the two pulls that I already have, which I love this color. It's amazing. Okay, and then I'm going to do some more splatter. I'm going to actually do a little bit of spritzing too. I'll let that sit for a few seconds. I'll come back with my really cool paper towel. It's going to have its own design on it. I thought this was so fun, and this is something that I can do here at the desk. I don't have to bring it down into the dining room. And again, just very gentle. Yeah, if you saw Jovi's live, her and Darcy were doing some gel printing. So that was a fun session. Okay, now we're going to do this again. So this is the third application. Then I'll flip it over and do the other side of the envelope. Let's give it a go. Oh, that's very bright. It really took the color from, I don't know what you would call this. I love this color. This is so different. So different. This is as soothing for me as doodles. That's just a quick look at some junk mail. And now I'm going to, for the inside of the envelope, I will do the next envelope I make, I will do it the way that Kari showed, with the first layer just being plain, a plain pull. This paint is very, very liquidy, very wet, so I don't have to. There's the front, or this could be the front or the back of the envelope. I think it looks like confetti. I love it. It's so fun. Okay, so the inside, it looks a little dirty because I'm pulling up some of the other paint, but that's okay. It's the inside. No, let's do this color. So for this one, I think I'll do it. I just laid it down. And because that's the inside of the envelope, I think what I'll do is leave it at 2 pulls. Very cool. A little bit of the orange there. That's really cool. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to use brown on the bottom. I think it's finished. So this one doesn't have any water on it. I really didn't wait for it to dry at all. I don't know if you have to. I don't think you do. I just wing it. Go with it. Looks like a chocolate bar. The next color will be, what do I have in my drawer? Let's go with this pink, or sachet pink. This one's almost finished also. A little bit of water dipping. So I'm going to use this. Now, let's see if this envelope, it's not completely dry. Let's do it anyway. Try to give it a firm and even pressure. It's just so fun. So you can see the brown has pretty much disappeared. A little bit of the green here. I'm going to do one more. And do some gold. See what that looks like. This gold paint is not opaque. This is still pretty damp. Just took a couple of seconds to blow dry this. And now, and I don't know if you have to do that, but I'm just going to see how this turns out. It's really cool. Okay, so that, I think once you see that dry, it just gives it a bit of an iridescent look. A little bit of this. And some antique white. I don't know if you can see the sheen. It's really cool. Now, I did not get to the edge here, so I'll have to see if I have any paint left. But it might be covered up anyway at the end of it all, because I'm going to be making an envelope, a pocket. That's a really good pull. Wow. we will not be able to see that anyway, and I don't mind. Here's the inside of the envelopes, and this is going to be the outside. Really different. This one's got a metallic. It's so cool. Going to put them back together, which when I think about it, I'm going to tear them anyway. So what I'll do is I will just tear the flap off. Maybe the next time I don't need to go through the, like, I'll keep that, go through the action of painting it. But I have a couple of little pieces that I think I'll just glue this down then. Actually, I'll go like that, then I'll hide the part that I didn't get. So I've got a new closure on the top of the envelope. So that'll be fun. Just making it up as I go. Oh, the feel of this, it feels like vinyl. It's so cool. And I will have to tear. We'll have to tear this. Give it a scrappy edge. I didn't even have to do that. I could have left it. I think this one I will leave it. So this one I won't do the raggedy edge. I think I'll just leave it the way it is. Yeah. Oh, I think you know what I'll do here is I will give it a notch. Actually, speaking of notch, I will do the notch. Like that. Then you can see some of the green. Okay, that's really fun. I'll be covering up a lot of this, so this, you know, or maybe, I don't know what I'm going to do. Work on my little envelope pockets, and everything's really dry now, so that's fun. I also have this sheet that I just put together. These are individual birds that I just put them down in size and printed them on this sheet. These are from Art House Whimsy, and I have used these before. I love them so much, and I'm going to find the ones that coordinate. They're so colorful, and it's just perfect to go with, actually with both of these, because there's, like, the colors are just outstanding. So I just did a rough cut here, and I'm going to use more of the business cards that I have. I'm just giving them a bit of a little bit of coloring on here. I love this one. And I did use a scrap piece of a reject, a printer reject. So I'll come back and fussy cut that a little bit better. Do a little bit of outline with the pen knife. I find this part very soothing. And I think he'll look fabulous there. I can put him there, or I could put him even just like that, but he doesn't stand out very well like that. So I think here, that's a little bit better. Just before I start cutting out the other ones, this here was what part of the envelope that I had taken off, and I just ran it through the sewing machine, so it gives me something like a border. And this is literally the scraps from around the bird image, and it's the flip side, the side that was the misprint. Okay, so then I'm going to put that here. Just using what's around me and giving a little more interest. This one's going to go like this. That's really cute. And then I'm going to add this with the thread. I can always shorten that up after. I think I'm going to go this way. Yeah, maybe this way with the threads. That was a fun exercise today, a fun practice doing the jelly prints, jelly envelopes. And then I'll secure the card. Fussy cut this little lady out. And the other thing I just finished doing was I used another piece of this scrap that I did some sewing on, and I made it into a belly band up here. And I took a piece of rusty paper, tore off a few pieces, and I did a stitching up here, and I hooked it onto the belly band. So now we have a removable little pad of paper, and you know, it could be replaced. And now what I'm working on is something for her to go on. And I'm using these scraps of paper, and so I'm going to reuse these because I love the way that looks, and I'm just going to wrap it around and glue it. Well, here I am all finished with the latest envelope pocket tags or pockets. And I'll share with you how I finished it. I did the jelly printing on the envelopes, and what I did here is I took the envelopes apart and I did both sides. I really wanted to just experiment with that and see what it looked like, and I really loved the effect that it gave. So then I went ahead and used some prints that I had of these birds, these really whimsical, fun birds. And the colors really just came out on, it just came together. And then I finished it with, I'll just do a quick flip through. These are all done with scraps and different ephemera that I had made and taken out of my ephemera journal. This was from a photos envelope. And I put that in here as a journaling spot. And I also made a tag, and I put a label on it, and it actually says here, real and visual space. I already had this pocket made, and I used some watercolors on it. It was made out of a pamphlet, or a piece of paper, actually, a leaflet. And then inside I made this tag. I used the cut off of the envelope, the flaps on the inside, to make the tab top, and then I just did some sewing, and I took a really tiny piece of book page, and I just put Beethoven was wild, so I put that in there, and I made this tag. And then I used another bird and just did a little collage, and there's some writing space there. And that fits in, so there's quite a few spaces in here. And I just used this watercolor paper that I had made and turned it into the skinny little tag or journaling card. And that will fit in right here, like that. And then in the front I did some collage here. And I made this just a plain empty tag. And I'm leaving these hang out so that you can pull it out, or I like the threads. And then on this, we have a back side here with this bird, and then I just added some scraps here and the word attitude. And then I made another journaling card with the rest of this. I just took it apart and put here, send a snapshot with every letter, and I just thought this was funny. So I put that bird on there, and then I just did some random topping here with the lacy punch. And then this back part, this was a scrap too. So that sits in here. And this paper was the inside of a book that I had taken apart, like the very first page, and I just thought the colors went really well together. So that's this loaded tag. Then this one, I just left the back plain, and you can really see the shimmer here from the gold paint. Love that. And on the front, I just added this bird. Did some sewing, and then in here, I took a business card and covered it with some scraps and put this little ladybird, and then the number 42. And then this is just a notepad that you can take out. You can replace it, do it. Some die cuts out of this paper that I have had for a long time, scrapbook paper, cardstock. And then I just pieced together some scraps and I sewed around it, and I glued it on and made a pocket. And I put this random tag that I had. This was a free printable that I had floating in my stash. Not match, it's a random rabbit, but I thought it was kind of cute, and the colors were nice. And I thought, why not? This is very whimsical anyway. And then in the pockets here, or in the pocket, I added, there's another one of those tags, but I cut the top off, and then I put the bird on the end, on this side. So this one fits in here, like that. And then this one, again, another tag from that cardstock. And then I made a tab over here, and I put a sweet story. Backed up the bird here with this paper, just a piece of scrap. And another piece of scrap here. These are the end result of what started out as just an experiment with these and some painting, some jelly printing. Thank you very much for coming along and experimenting with me. I hope you can have some time to experiment too. I hope to see you very soon. Always be adventurous and stay fresh. Bye for now.